principles of efficient cash flow management in case of CIRP or in case of liquidation also. But our prime focus is on CIRP. So number one, involve the entire top operational team. You and I, as an insolvency professional, have the background of chartered accountancy or the company secretary or the cost accountancy or the lawyer. We do not have the background of running the operations of the companies. And it is not expected also that insolvency professionals should run every department of the company. Definitely not. Definitely not. The role of insolvency professional is that of only a facilitator, a coordinator. And therefore, as an insolvency professional, for managing the cash flow efficiently and effectively, involve the entire top operational team, because those are the people who would run the plant. Those are the people who will bring the orders. Those are the people who will procure the material. Those are the people who will do the human resource management. And therefore, the first principle is involve the entire top operational team in the plan that you have. Prepare a survival and revival plan. Again, in this plan also involve all the senior people of that CD, because the maximum input for making a revival plan or survival plan will come from the people who have been working in that organization. Number three, assign specific tasks to every member. So as an insolvency professional, it is not my job to do everything. My job is to ensure that the job is divided among all the responsible people and they do that job. That is what my job is. So assign specific, absolutely specific tasks to each and every member. And then of course you have to also put in place the monitoring system. Focus on generation of cash from the operations. As we said earlier, लाइफलाइन किसी भी बिजनेस की कोई लंबी जिंदगी कहाँ से मिलती है, किसी भी बिजनेस की लाइफ कहाँ से बनती है, किसी भी बिजनेस की लाइफ बनती है नॉट फ्रॉम द कैश दैट कम्स फ्रॉम द लोन, नॉट फ्रॉम द कैश दैट कम्स बाय वे ऑफ इक्विटी. प्लीज रिमेंबर, लोन से जो पैसा आएगा, इक्विटी से जो पैसा आएगा, उससे बिजनेस की ग्रोथ तो हो सकती है, उससे बिजनेस की लाइफ नहीं बन सकती, उससे बिजनेस की लाइफ नहीं चल सकती. लाइफ बिजनेस की चलेगी फ्रॉम द कैश दैट इज कमिंग फ्रॉम द ऑपरेशंस ऑफ दैट बिजनेस. So the cash can be of three types: by way of debt, by way of equity, and by way of the operations. So the best cash that is useful for any business is the cash which is coming from the operations of the company. So the EBITDA got to be the focal point as far as you as the insolvency professional is concerned. So focus on generation of cash from the operations. Minimize or eliminate non-value adding cash outflows, and this is what again you need to do in consultation with your accounts team, finance team, and things like that. Number 6, unlock balance sheet items for release of cash. Interestingly, it is always possible and it is always the case that all such companies who have gone to the NCLT, as I said, suffer from two bad diseases. One bad disease is the bad working capital management, and second bad disease is the bad fund management, fund flow management. So you would see that these companies are having receivables overdue from so many customers, not realized. They may be having bank deposits for some guarantee that the company may have given sometime back in the past. So they may be having some loans and advances given to someone, and that someone is sitting on those cash comfortably. So check and find out as to what are these items which are there on the balance sheet. Unlock them to free cash from them. Sell idle assets to improve liquidity. Of course, this you will need to do in consultation with the COC, because all said and done, unfortunately or incidentally, you do not have unfettered power as an insolvency professional. So all your powers are controlled and checked by the COC. So, but if you realize that the company that you are working on is having some idle assets, which assets are not going to be used in future as well. So why keep those idle assets? Let those be disposed of. Let money come in and improve liquidity of a business, which can then be used for improving operations of the company or the working capital of the company. Thereafter, number 8 is COC to provide the interim finance. Remember, as an insolvency professional, that is what we must always do. We should never take every responsibility on our shoulder. We always need to remember we are only the facilitator. So there has to be full support from the COC, and that support we need to demand from the COC. That support we need to demand from the COC. So it's not it's not my job to bring the interim finance. My job is to facilitate the interim finance coming into the business. And for that, what I need to do, all the resources which are available at my disposal, I need to tap them. And one of the resources which is available to me at my disposal is the COC. So I also need to involve them in generation of the interim finance. Arrangement of interim finance from other sources. And finally, remember friends, very, very important, strict centralized controlled on cash outflow. Strict centralized control on all cash outflows, definitely until the time when the company is turning around and is able to generate positive cash. Until then, the control of the cash outflow need to be completely centralized with the insolvency resolution professional only. It is not only important for ensuring that the cash is not wasted, it is also important for ensuring that the culture is created in the organization of control. People should become aware कि अब इस कंपनी में हर एक पैसे को काउंट किया जाता है, और जब ये कल्चर बनेगी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में तो उसको ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की ऑपरेशनल एफिशिएंसी भी इम्प्रूव होती है. So these friends are the principles of the efficient cash flow management that we need to follow as insolvency resolution professional. Once again, leaving it open to every one of you.